Good morning, President Steger and Provost McNamee, Board of Visitors members and the stage party, faculty and staff colleagues, relatives and friends of the graduates, and graduating students. Have you heard the one about the duck who went into a bar? He waddled up to the bartender and asked for a glass of milk. The bartender said, "Hey, this is a bar. We don't serve milk." So the duck went home. But a week later, he went back to the bar and once again ordered milk. The bartender said, "I already told you we don't have milk." The duck left again. A week later, he returned and once more asked for a glass of milk. The bartender yelled at him, "Get out of here, and if you come back again asking for milk, I'm gonna nail your beak to the bar." Another week passed, and the duck was back in the bar. This time he asked, "Do you have any nails?" The bartender answered, "No, we do not have any nails." So the duck asked, "Got any milk?" What can we learn from the duck? Many things, perhaps, but most importantly, we see that the duck was persistent, flexible, clever, and resilient. Rather than succumbing to an obstacle, a bartender who refused to serve him what he wanted, the duck kept on trying. He applied flexible thinking and creative problem solving, and he displayed resilience. Now, what does that duck have to do with you? Well, the fact that you're sitting here today, ready to graduate from college, means you possess the duck's characteristics. And I'm not talking about persistently going back to bars. Rather, you've gained deep and broad understanding, not only of what bartenders do and do not serve, but of your major field of study and many other subjects. You've also developed professional and strategic skills for the workplace, for advanced studies or research. Being successful in college takes flexibility, creative problem solving, and resilience. You've learned how to reprioritize on the fly and think on your feet and keep up the good fight, even when someone threatens to nail your beak to the bar. I'd like to talk today about that third measure of success, resilience. Why? Because your personal history here and the job market out there make resiliency particularly important to you. Actually, some of my research in human development and aging has focused on the importance of being resilient throughout life. So first, what is resilience? Psychologists tell us that resiliency is more than getting through day-to-day hassles and challenges, even more than surviving traumatic events. Resiliency is the ability to rise above risky or distressing experiences and regain energy after adversity drains it. Resiliency is living well despite setbacks and challenges. It requires flexibility and the ability to find ways to move ahead instead of being paralyzed by problems. It is finding benefits in life's inevitable downturns, benefits that make you better off afterward than beforehand. I'm sure you can think of examples when you have been resilient. When you took a risk by signing up for a challenging course, or made a risky move on the playing field, when you aimed for a scholarship you might not win, or went off to do co-oping in a new city, or alternative spring break in a new country. What happened? Did you discover abilities that you never knew you had? Achieve a success you weren't certain of at first? Mess up, but figure out what went wrong. If you've overcome stumbling blocks, you've been resilient. And how does resiliency make a difference? Although stressful and difficult circumstances are potentially harmful, sometimes they bring opportunities for growth and gain. Research shows that people who can thrive in the face of problems or traumas have self-confidence and a sense of competence. They are optimistic, know how to get social support, and have good coping skills. They can recover quickly from downturns and use the strengths they've gained from dealing with difficulties to help them meet future challenges. And why is resiliency important throughout life? Well, resilient people are better able to deal with an unpredictable world, the one we're living in. They are more flexible when confronting the unknown and more confident about being able to deal with hard experiences. They say you learn more from your defeats than from your victories. Well, I'm not sure coaches Dunkenberger and Greenberg and Beamer know or would agree about that, but the hard experiences you have known will equip you with the resiliency necessary to succeed in a world that's changing faster every day. Your experiences here should give you confidence to know there is a way out of every difficulty because you've learned to gather together family and friends and a broad spectrum of other resources: academic, economic, mechanical, religious, political, philosophical, statistical, artistic. You get to choose. Resources to help you adapt to the good and the bad that is life. That kind of confidence is important because it will keep you engaged in coping efforts, and remaining engaged will help your eventual success. Knowing you can count on family and friends, as well as your personal assets, makes you, as a resilient person, feel more secure in dealing with inevitable problems. In our research with older adults, we found that resiliency enabled them to remain active and engaged in life, even though they might have difficulties, be widowed, living on a low income. One woman's husband suffered a paralyzing stroke just 5 years after they married, and she cared for him and earned a living for both of them for the rest of his life. We interviewed men who experienced the horrors of World War II as soldiers in Europe. All these people had many challenging and even traumatic experiences, but their resiliency helped them to look back on those past difficulties and gain insights about their own strengths, be committed to working for peace and justice in their communities, or devote themselves to helping younger people learn to thrive. These benefits of resiliency, being able to cope well with whatever comes along in life, and contribute one's talents to the greater good of humanity, being more productive, more effective, and more content. These benefits are available to anyone, not just to those who have lived for a long time. They are available to you now. I'm deeply honored to share this special occasion with you. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I want to express how proud we are of all that you have accomplished. You came as first-year students, excited but wondering how everything worked, trying to figure it all out. It's been such a pleasure to see you gain new knowledge and skills, grow socially and emotionally, and arrive here at the threshold of the next phase of your life. As you move ahead toward work or graduate studies, form new circles of friends and family, take your place as citizens of the world, we challenge you to reach deep within yourself for the courage, confidence, and conviction that will help you make good choices and find a meaningful focus for your energy and ideals. We encourage you to cultivate your capacity for resiliency, no matter what advantages or adversities come your way. We'll miss you and look forward to hearing from you as you move with passion and resilience through all the exciting dimensions of life ahead. Maybe you haven't memorized the entire playbook. Maybe the agenda isn't completely clear yet. But when life tries to nail your beak to the bar, you've got a skill set that's uniquely capable of inventing solutions to difficult problems. And you can do it in a way that will bring honor to you, your class, and all Virginia Tech alumni. So stay in touch with your faculty and department. You are now our colleagues and collaborators. You'll always be in our hearts, and you will always be special to us. Warmest congratulations.